Tonight's event was basically inspired by some friends who invited me to breakfast to share my story and about my books. And after that gathering, everyone decided to invite their friends to an event where we would talk about healing, thriving, and the books that I have written on those subjects.
I met Romal back in the US, and then he came to Kenya and I met him together with my dad and some of our friends from the US. And he was open to meeting my friends, and they were so inspired by his story. And we agreed to plan a larger event, which I can say was a success.
I tell my stories in my books to let people know that they are not alone and that they are bigger than the pain that they have experienced, that you are not your pain, that you have great purpose. So the intention and the purpose of every book that I write is the hope that when people read them, they will see just that. There is someone who understands. There is someone who has been through this. And that person became bigger than what they have been through. And my hope is that through reading the books, that the men and women who read them choose to be courageous enough to try.
The importance of continuing to inspire the youth, to give them nuggets of information. Such talks, especially to the youth, are really important as we grow into our careers, into our lives, into our relationships. We definitely need to hear positive affirmations and hear messages like this. So having an event like this was so powerful to see groups of young men, young women, all want to learn, and they were yearning for this information.
Every one of us, every day, has the opportunity to start a new journey. It begins with making up your mind that you no longer want the life that you have and you want something better. But it's also not just about what you want in life. For me, it became, what kind of person do I want to be in life? It became, how do I want to be remembered? And so I choose to be the stranger that shows up and encourages other people.
How your parents brought you up is not the way you should end up. It reaches a point in life where you make a decision to take your own path, and everything runs in the choice that you make.
What I've learned from him is the power of forgiveness, and not only forgiving myself, but forgiving the people that contributed to my trauma. And I feel a deep catharsis by just being able to listen to him speak about his life and his passion about giving to others the gifts that he did receive growing up, which is enabling people to realize that they're beyond what they went through as children and just growing and thriving from it. And I'm just so blessed to have been here.
We're very grateful for Romal and all the great work he does. And may these words and many other words continue to transform people, lives, families, and nations.
It was an amazing event tonight at Noir Gallery in Nairobi. And it was just so inspiring just for me to have so many people in the room, the questions that were asked and the stories that were told. I'm just really grateful for just an amazing night with new friends and the opportunity to see what happens next. So I'm just grateful. That's the best word to describe this evening.